Hello, I'm Mark Ells, Barnstable Town Manager, and this is my Town Manager communication for September 22nd through October 5th. We're proceeding with the budget action calendar for fiscal year 2025, and the action items in our budget calendar include a meeting of the Town Council and School Committee on October 19th, 2023. And at that point, the finance director will give an update of financial condition. The town manager and school superintendent have met and agreed to proceed with the 60-40 split as in years past for the FY proposed 2025 operating budget. The towns received notification from the Department of Revenue that it has certified the town's free cash for the general fund and enterprise funds as of July 1st, 2023. And a copy of the certification was mailed by the state to the town council's mailbox. The Barnstable Comprehensive Financial Advisory Committee has issued its annual financial overview report for fiscal year 2024 budget. This 12-page report provides a concise summary of the important financial components within the operating and capital budgets, and it's available on the town's website at the top of the Comprehensive Financial Advisory Committee's homepage. And for all our budget information, please go to the town's open budget website on the town website. As previously stated in my last town manager communication, with a slight modification, the local comprehensive planning committee continues its efforts to update the town's local comprehensive plan. The committee is comprised of representatives of all 7 villages and members of several town boards and committees. The town is seeking to appoint additional members to the committee as it begins phase 2 of the planning process. And the town's looking for diversified representation of the committee, on the committee, to ensure its makeup is reflective of the community's population and is therefore seeking applications that represent the diversity in our community. And if you're interested in participating, please complete the application found on the Barnstable Local Comprehensive Plan website. And you can return, or if you don't want to do it on the website, you can return the application to the town manager's office. The change is that we've extended this till October 13th to allow people that haven't had the chance yet to consider filling out the application and applying. You can also find these applications in our village libraries, at the Youth and Community Center, and the Barnstable Adult Community Center. The community is appointed by the town manager, who, due to the importance and far-reaching impacts of the work to be undertaken by the committee, will request that all appointments be ratified by the town council. The Massachusetts Department of Environmental Protection has approved revisions to Title V and watershed permits, and they did this on July 7th, 2023. On October 1st, the town filed its application for a watershed permit in accordance with the watershed permit regulations. This application consists of a request for a watershed permit covering the entirety of the town and its identified watersheds in accordance with our comprehensive wastewater management plan. Our staff continues its review of the permit application with DEP regarding this application, and will keep you advised of our progress. Recently, I've received questions from the public on why we are expanding sewers into the village centers of Centerville and Osterville. The question is based on inaccurate information regarding proposed zoning changes to allow for more intense use in these village centers. I've asked the people, what's the basis of your question? And this is what they're saying to me. So I just want to restate, and I know I've said this in past communications, but there are no plans to modify land use or zoning in the villages of Osterville or Centerville. I would encourage all residents to participate in the local comprehensive planning process to be informed of what Barnstable wants for its village centers in the future and to directly participate in developing our local comprehensive plan so the plan reflects our community's vision for the town and its villages. Relative to the comprehensive wastewater management plan, within which we have provided a plan for nitrogen reduction within the impaired embayments in Barnstable. A plan is set forth within that for sewer expansions. So sewer expansion is needed to address nitrogen loading in all of Barnstable's southerly embayments. And one way to do that is by removing the wastewater from those embayments in an amount that reduces the nitrogen load, thus allowing for the bay to return to a healthy state. So it's got nothing to do with allowing for dense development anywhere in town. It is focused on reducing nitrogen load. The primary source of nitrogen, as I've said in the past, is our urine. When you flush your toilet and it goes into your on-site Title V system, Title V systems do not reduce nitrogen. That amount of nitrogen goes into the ground, travels through the ground, and ultimately goes into our saltwater bays. The saltwater bays are sensitive to this nitrogen load. That's what this effort is all about. That's what the regulators are requiring us to do. And in my previous update on compliance with Title V and nitrogen-sensitive areas, now that's what we're being required to do. And if we don't continue to implement this plan, we think we'll know very shortly, as our application is reviewed and approved, that we'll be in violation of that. And there will be subsequent consequences as a result of it. So stay in touch with this one, and please keep asking your questions. I'll try to provide you accurate information immediately, and certainly through these updates. You can also go to our webpage. When you go onto the Town of Barnstable homepage, right up top on the left-hand side, you can find a link to water resources. If you click on that, you can go in and look at a whole host of information, including our comprehensive wastewater management plan. You can also call the Department of Public Works and talk to Kelly. Kelly Colopy is there to answer questions, and if she can't answer them, to get you to the person who can. So thank you on asking those questions. Keep them coming. On September 27th, the Barnstable Department of Public Works staff met with representatives of the Department of Environmental Protection to discuss effluent disposal related to the Comprehensive Wastewater Management Plan and future wastewater flows at the Hyannis wastewater treatment facility. That's the one in Hyannis that you see off of Burses Way. The Mass DEP is very receptive to working with us on a proposal to utilize treated wastewater as a resource. Since the planned future improvements at the Hyannis Water Pollution Control Facility, the wastewater treatment plant, will produce effluent that is highly treated and merits a discussion on post-treatment uses. What does that mean? It means that the wastewater that comes out of the treatment plant will be clean water, cleaner or as clean as the water that is in the ground. Therefore, we need to think about how we're going to use this. Extensive analysis and permitting will be necessary to determine post-treatment uses, but all of us believe that it's in the best interest of our community and the environment to pursue these innovative approaches, and this will be an innovative approach recognized nationally. We'll keep you advised of our progress on this effort. Barnstable Department of Public Works staff also met with DEP on Wednesday, October 4th, to discuss the sources of PFAS contamination that have impacted the water system in Hyannis. It is important to note that all wells are treated for PFAS, and no PFAS is in our distribution system in Hyannis at this time. There are two known point sources of this contamination. The primary source appears to be the former Barnstable County Fire Training Academy off Mary Dunn Road, and the other, less impactful source is the Cape Cod Gateway Airport. Both parties have been investigating the extent of the contamination over the past several years and will continue to work with Mass DEP and the respective parties until appropriate action is successfully implemented, including monetary reimbursement to the town's water supply division for remediation taken within the public water supply. Those are the filters we put on all the wells, and therefore there is none of these PFAS contaminants in our drinking water in the Hyannis water system. We'll keep you advised as we progress on this matter. The Open Space Committee is hosting their annual fall walking weekend, where they will be offering various guided walks to appreciate the paths in our beautiful town this weekend, October 6th to October 9th. Each walk is interactive and led by experienced walk leaders who will narrate points of interest along their path. For convenience, each walk is categorized by approximate distance and length of time to complete and difficulty of terrain and pace. To learn more or see the full schedule of walks, visit the town's website and look under In the News on the homepage. Finally, there are 3 separate wind projects ongoing in the town of Barnstable. Each project is proceeding separately from the other. The first is the Vineyard Wind Project that landed at Colville's Beach. It's in the final stages of construction and is expected to be completed in the near future. The second is the Park City Wind Project. That one is proposed at the west end of Craigville Beach. The Park City Wind Project is in the latter stages of permitting, both with the state and locally before the Barnstable Conservation Commission. The town has been informed by Park City Wind that they plan to terminate their power purchase agreement with the intent of rebidding the power purchase agreement. And therefore, we have taken this action by Park City Wind under advisement, I've referred it to our legal department so that we can better understand the impacts of this said action. The third project is Commonwealth Wind Project that is in mid stages of permitting, and they have also terminated their power purchase agreement, resulting in the town ceasing any host community agreement negotiations. Commonwealth Wind, also known as the Avangrid, did notify the town manager that they intend to continue permitting of the Commonwealth Wind Project, and therefore the town will continue to review and comment on their permitting relative to Massachusetts Environmental Policy Act, which is currently ongoing, but also any other permitting that they're proceeding with. Comments on the draft environmental impact report have been submitted to the state, and we await review of these comments on this proposed project, and we will keep you advised of the progress of all 3 of these projects. Thank you. That concludes my town manager communication.